So I put my fruit tree propagation inside this plastic bag to maintain the moisture. I didn't take out all this mulch that I had in there. It's kind of growing some molds. And instead of taking all this out, I'm going to spray it with some neem oil and dish soap. I got about a gallon and a half, gallon of water, and I got a teaspoon of Dawn dish soap and a tablespoon of neem oil. I'm going to spray it in here. It's antifungal, anti-mites, and kills a bunch of insects, so should help these out quite a bit if they're going to make it. I am what I am. Gig. Gonna keep digging holes till we find gold. Gotta be gold in here somewhere. Looking for yeller gold. Drop them in them holes tomorrow. Just some semi bumper pads. Semi bumpers. So the strawberry patch about took a dive. Everything was really overgrown. The strawberries weren't doing very good. So we took out the whole strawberry patch. As many strawberries as we could salvage. And then we made this little mound. And we're going to try a new process with this little soaker hose. And maybe a little bit easier to manage, being that it's a lot smaller. It's still a pretty big mound. And if we want, we can make another one beside it, which would be pretty easy to do. So this is like a tree soaker for new trees. So you can just leave it on for a few hours and it'll moisturize that whole hill. And then it should stay fairly wet for these strawberries, and hopefully they'll make a comeback. They were really good strawberries, but between the bugs and the heat and the weeds this year, Tammy went through and dug out all the weeds, but it ended up killing most of the strawberries too. So we salvaged what we could, and hopefully they'll make a comeback. I did put a little trench all the way around, so as the water comes down, it'll kind of collect and then hopefully re-moisturize this area. Now some of the strawberries we put into pots, and we're going to pot some of the strawberries and see how that does too. So we got 3 or 4 pots of strawberries too, and if nothing else, we'll get them back on their feet to replant. So we'll see which do better, the ones out here or the potted ones. Gonna do an update on the garden soon, but I'll probably do it while I prune the tomatoes. All my tomatoes are going to get pruned soon because they're all starting to grow now, starting to take off, meaning their roots have set. And so instead of wasting the energy to all these branches and leaves that I don't need, I'm gonna snip them off and let the food and energy go directly to fruitful branches. So we'll just snip those off and throw them in the fire. So the bugs completely got my pumpkins. I got 2 new pumpkins started. Only one has come up. One in that pot, one in this pot. This one has come up. And I still have one alive out there, but it isn't really doing much. But the bugs, I went out every day, cleaned the bugs off, watered it, everything you can, still died on me. So I started some new ones, probably too late, but we're gonna see how they do. And I may be able to cover up their roots and stuff, and maybe even get them to go a little bit longer. Baling hay, but and I can't remember what I got in here. Just crazy. And I got my beets over here, 2 types of beets. Started in this pot. And I don't know if that's them coming up, because I did just kind of throw them out there, but scattered them. I have these Chiaogas and some dark reds. So I think those are the beets coming up, but it could just be weeds. I started using neem oil and stuff because we've had bugs, but don't use them if you have moss. See, I sprayed some of this and everything over here seems to be dying that the neem oil hit. It's an antifungal. I didn't think about it, but all my mosses are brown. The ferns didn't even like it. Most of the wild plants didn't like it. So, see how it burnt the tips of those? That's all from neem oil. Don't use it in gardens that you have mosses and things. Neem oil's not good. These sunflowers definitely like the chicken poop water. Tammy's been giving them chicken poop water. And they're just kind of, these are voluntaries. They saw come up, I've been mowing around them, but they're doing pretty good. Should be nice sunflowers. And here's where we had the chicken cage, and there's been some voluntary tomatoes come up. There's one, some down there, you can see them. A little cucumber or melon or something right there. Bugs are eating that. So we'll see how these voluntaries do. Cute little tomatoes. Real small right now. Probably poor soil. But they're trying. They came up on their own. We'll see what they do on their own. So when I realized that neem oil had killed this, you know, I just saw that it was an organic insecticide and whatever, so I figured it was fairly harmless, but not to mosses. Look how pretty this moss is too. The white flowers. But neem oil just. And my wife said if they don't come back, she's gonna kill me. Huh? So prayers that all these come back. Now, we'll get new if we have to, or we'll separate them. But it took a long time to get to this point. They've about tripled in size, but this is a year ago we planted these. Okay, she says 4 times the size they were, so I guess it didn't. But I think when we got them, they were about this size. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times the size, probably. So frustrating that. I hope it comes back. I told her to water it real good. And it could be a lot of it, because see this one, see that one back there's in the shade. It still have issues. It has been really hot lately, and we have not gotten any rain forever. That'd be nice. Let's go out here and check these strawberries. See how this soaker hose is doing. Almost made it all the way down the hill everywhere. We'll let it go a little further, a little longer. I got that sprinkler, but not in the heat of the day. Heat of the day, soaker hoses, because that water just kills them things. It's like a magnifying glass. When I tilled up around the tomatoes, that soil was all nice and moist, which means right underneath them tomatoes is all real nice and moist. Pretty much dried up now. It's only been an hour or so ago, but boy, it was really wet just underneath the soil, underneath the topsoil, like maybe an inch down. And those roots are down there, so I'm keeping it wet enough. They're growing. We're going to get into that closer here in a little bit. Be my second shed war video. So, pretty happy about that. It's hot today. They say strenuous workout here make you pass out. I think it feels pretty good. We work outside a lot though. I don't know. What do you think about that trench? Think it's gonna do anything? At least it's keeping the water over here some. This side's not getting it too good. Must be a lopsided garden. Two hours now, pretty much covered the entire hill. There's a little dry spot right there, and then over here. Puddled up down there. So, a couple hours I think is a pretty good amount of time. Might just water these spots by hand. don't know if you have access to these. Utz. Dark russets. Look at these. They're so good. I think they'd be good with a little vinegar on them. They're like burnt russet potato chips. Man, really good. Premium line of gourmet russet potato chips. This special variety of russet results in a robust flavor. Dark potato chip. Dark, not from burning or over frying, from the natural caramelization of sugars present in our precision controlled slices. Our kettle style cooking ensures that the appearance, flavor, and crunch are deserving of the Utz name. Grab a bag today and enjoy. And they're guaranteed. Pennsylvania. Utzsnacks.com. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you like these videos, we have a lot more on our Patreon site. So become a $3 a month. You can become a patron and get exclusive content, stickers, and a lot more, including the Tammy Can. So come check us out.